What's poppin'? My name is Sieve. Today I'm here with Eggs and Cherry.
I was here twice, but the other one was a failure.
Yeah, the other one will never
Me
be
too.
showed to the public, ever. No one will ever know about it.
Unless I was secretly recording it and
You
I
weren't.
posted it. Aw, darn.
You weren't.
You-
Alright, so if fun
My last
fact
video
about
was
me,
amazing.
Cherry, I know we're new friends, and so this is totally gonna make you weirded out, but I am a master about the art of cannibalism. I know many facts about the subject.
No, they're not. They never eat a person in their
Well,
life.
the thing is, Eggs, for the speech and...
Loser.
I was on my high school speech and debate team, and I wrote a 10-minute speech with visuals on cannibalism.
I'm sure your teacher loved it.
Well, that's not what it is. I performed it live in front of an audience multiple times.
Anyway, cannibalism. Basically eat people when you're desperate.
That's
Or when
not
you just want to taste what a
that's not
human tastes
necessarily what
like.
it is. Well, I also know, like, do you know, fun fact, guys, so Kuru is a disease that you can get only by eating the human brain. And it's basically like advanced Alzheimer's. It basically eats away at your brain. It makes you delusional.
Oh yeah, I heard
You
about
forget
that.
about things, and it's called Kuru. The last person with it died in 2005, and there have not been any reported cases since.
What kind of person just does
because
that?
no one else is gonna eat a human brain.
Well, the thing is, it was by people in, I believe it was Papua New Guinea. It was a tribe, and they ate people that they believed were Kurawaki, or witches, because, you know, they were bad.
They ate them.
Yeah, so they ate them. But the thing is, the people they believed were witches were the people with Kuru. And so, like, the cycle just kept happening because when you get Kuru, you act weird. And so they were like, well, now you're a witch, so we gotta eat you. Flawless logic.
Until the whole clan ate each other.
Hungry.
Nah, that's how the
They were
Uchiha clan
hungry.
disappeared. It
You
wasn't
were
from
hungry
Itachi
for the
killing everybody, they
funnies.
fucking ate each other.
Wait, that's a Naruto reference?
No! No!
Wait, is this a Naruto reference?
Are you spoiling Naruto?
Yes.
I'm gonna watch it, guys, please.
Naruto ends by everybody fucking
Please.
eating each other. Alright, so do you guys have any questions about cannibalism?
Yes. Why?
Well, there are multiple psychological
Sign
reasons for
up.
eating a person. Do you want the interesting, mildly interesting, or pretty boring?
Pretty boring because
Alright, the pretty boring
I'm
one
not-
is desperation, eating people out of necessity. There's an example in 1970. I have a lot of examples. In 1972, a Uruguayan Air Force flight, the number was 474, I believe. Or no, it was 572.
Is this about like the soccer players having to eat each other?
Yeah,
'cause they
it crashed
stranded on a
into
abandoned
the
island, they
it
couldn't
crashed
get
into the
food.
Andes Mountains. It was basically a frozen wasteland, and they had to eat each other in order to survive. It was actually because they made a pact. They said, you know, if I die, because a lot of them died of hypothermia, eat my body in order for you guys to survive. There were 42 people in the flight. 16 people survived the crash, like the initial crash itself, and 9 people made it home.
Oh, I don't want to know any other. Cherry, do you have any
Yes.
questions?
I still want to know more stories, honestly.
More stories?
No, you just want to torture me. I know I've gouged your eyes out
I
several
read
times.
the entire Jeffrey Dahmer Wikipedia page. It was
Fuck.
so long. It took me 3 days. That's how long it
Read?
was. Dude, it was massive. But fun fact
If it
about
was me, I would just.
a lot of cannibals, a lot of them are gay. Jeffrey Dahmer, gay. That one guy, there's a
Well, he's
story
gay.
of the story of this one guy who went on this app looking for somebody to cannibalize. He found a guy who was willing to. they both agreed to it. They cut his dick off first, and then tried to eat it together, but because the PP is mostly blood and fat, it was too difficult to eat, even when cooked. So, and after a while, he eventually killed him and ate him. Totally consensual. And after 10 months, the remainders of his body was discovered in the guy's basement.
Fuck.
Did he go to jail?
I don't
Actually,
know
you would.
exactly. I believe so. Even though it was consensual, murdering somebody is just not legal ever. What other facts do I know
Wow.
about cannibalism?
I never knew talking about cannibalism would make me feel like I'm going to throw up.
Yeah, that's
keep going.
So with my speech, that was a comment I got a lot. People were really weirded out by my choice of topic, because I could pick. It wasn't like a given topic. I chose to write about this. My original topic was going to be on how cannibalism could solve world hunger and the overpopulation crisis. But
Oh no, yeah, that would be even weirder.
But I couldn't shorten it down into 10 minutes, so I just made it on the topic of cannibalism.
You're a fucking weirdo.
Thanks.
Yeah, you are.
It's coming from the furry.
Literally the only people who enjoyed my speech that I know of were the people on my own team. Because they were like, oh man, it's really good. Because like it was a well-written speech, but the topic just threw people off. Because the thing is, you want to know how...
good reason.
Do you want to know how I started the speech?
At least they got your attention.
Oh, the
How?
title of my speech was "You Are What You Eat."
My
Ass.
God.
So basically, my first panel on my thing was of a food pyramid and some donuts. Would you like me to perform the first paragraph of my speech? Well, I'm going to do it anyway. It has nothing to do with cannibalism as like a real thing. It just is. It's really funny. So imagine you're a judge, and you know nothing about my speech other than that it's titled "You Are What You Eat," and the first picture you see is of a food pyramid and some donuts.
Something tells me this isn't gonna be a 16-minute video.
Something tells me we're gonna have like a whole hour-long like documentary on like this. It's gonna start becoming a
Something and not be able to sleep tonight because of the fear of getting eaten.
Sounds like an insult.
So this is how my speech began. I'm only gonna do the first paragraph. We all
Thank
like
you.
food. It's something
No.
we need to survive. We all need a source of fruits, vegetables, and some form of protein. So the saying "you are what you eat" always confused me, because I'm not a fruit, I'm not a vegetable, and I am definitely not a donut. So if you are what you eat, pause for dramatic effect. Cannibalism. Thank you for coming to my tub talk.
That's it.
And I totally messed it up too, because I forgot a part that I added in as improv and then kept. It's, we all like food. I know if I had it my way, I'd be eating donuts all day. I forgot that part. But, you know, that's just kind of how it works. And then I go into like movie villains first. And like the movie Soylent Green is something that I talk about, which takes place in the year 2022. And it's about cannibalism. So, Soylent Green is a factory. It's a food company. The world's gone to shit, and this food company called Soylent Green is the only thing providing food to people. But it's people. Well, I also talk about the social normalities and how eventually eating habits can change. Because, like, in America, we don't eat snails, but in France, those are a delicacy. Would you like to know a fun fact from my
Yes, don't eat
speech?
snails.
Anyone's
like,
gonna want to eat people.
yes.
But the thing
I don't
is,
think
okay,
anyone's gonna want to eat people.
okay, eggs. Fun fact: in colonial America, there were laws passed that made it illegal to feed your slaves lobster more than 3 times a week. And now lobster's
Why?
fucking expensive as shit because it was. Well, it was originally because lobsters die immediately or after killing a lobster, like immediately after it dies, it starts rotting, and so people are getting sick.
Ooh.
But it still was. It was
That's why
still
they
was
keep them alive at the grocery
It was
stores.
yeah. It was still a social norm not to eat lobster frequently. But now it is. My point in the speech was that things change. I'm sure if people are hungry enough, they'll see dead bodies and be like, yeah.
No, I'm kind of hungry.
Yeah.
That is like an.
I mean, and there are
like
also
a
legal
chip.
ways to get human flesh. Like, if I were to have my pancreas removed, I could pay my doctor to keep it, and then I could eat it. That's actually what this one teenager did. He was 19 in college. He had one of his legs amputated. He asked to keep it, and he offered to cook it for him and his friends, and he did. There was nothing illegal about that. Just find a friend who needs an amputated leg.
Chicken legs. Chicken legs. That's for normies. That's for
human
normies.
legs. What do you? So I'm the one talking here. This is very unusual for a tub talk. So what do you guys
This is very
think?
you orientated.
I needed a tub talk
I
for
think
tomorrow.
I'm never gonna eat. What I think is that I'm never going to eat human flesh.
You would
Sucker
never
in life.
try it ever, like not even a little
I
bit.
would
No, I think
never
I'm gonna eat
try
eggs.
it
I'm
ever.
gonna eat eggs.
Yeah, but I'm an egg.
Like seriously, on a serious note, would you ever, if you were given the legal opportunity just to try human flesh, like cooked and stuff, would you?
If I
might have.
if I was starving and desperate, yeah, I would.
Damn, I'd do it if I was.
I'm
just
very
offered
curious.
it.
I
In
might if I was
any
given the
other-
opportunity.
Like, I want to know how it tastes.
Why?
Any
Thanks for
comments?
coming to my tub talk. Any comments? I'm never gonna take your advice.
What
would not
advice? I'm
follow
not
after
advising
you.
you to eat people. I'm just saying.
I will. No, you're advising me to take a walk in the park and bite my pinky finger off.
Only if I'm also
this.
there. Well, do you guys have any
Burn.
input for this tub talk about cannibalism, or is this just me talking with two other people in the bathtub with me?
I hate you.
Yeah, I'm not
Well,
gonna
you're
be able to
next.
sleep tonight
So,
because I'm.
what do you mean? That's
Oh,
something
fuck.
I don't understand. I've been giving you facts and stories that are real, and I guess I just don't understand people who have weak stomachs like this kind of thing, because I'm telling you facts. And I don't I guess I just don't
It doesn't
understand
really
that makes
disgust
people
me.
You know,
uncomfortable.
I've heard some stories,
It
but like the
fascinates
second
me.
one, I wasn't. This fascinate you. Why are you? How does this fascinate people?
Because I'm a
Sarah,
serial
are you being
killer.
fascinated by these stories?
I mean, it's
You
pretty
probably
neat.
shouldn't say that on the
It's neat.
internet.
It's interesting. It's interesting to read about.
Literally about people eating each other.
I don't know what you want me to say here. I did a research paper about it. I performed it in front of over 100 people. I have
And now
visuals.
it's a joke that you're a cannibal.
Well, I make
You
cannibalism
is it
jokes.
just you eating? Is it just you eating?
Eggs, do you want to get in a call right now? I have
Glue.
visuals behind me.
No,
I also
I'm not.
there's
doing
no
this.
dead bodies at all.
There is not
all-
a dead
it's-
body
it's
in my
movie
closet right now.
pictures and references. Oh, like the William Shakespeare play, Titus Andronicus.
No, I'm.
It's a William Shakespeare
I don't
play, and there's
wanna-
cannibalism in it. It's basically Sweeney Todd, but William Shakespeare. I talk about Hannibal Lecter. I talk about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I talk about Soylent Green.
What is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
It's a cannibal.
He doesn't
who-
know about the Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah, I'll send you pictures. That's not.
I
kinda-
don't
I kinda
want
wanna see
pictures of a
pictures of that.
cannibal.
You have pictures of me.
You're not. You're not an actual cannibal.
That you know of. Technically everybody is a cannibal. Next part of my tub talk. All right, let's talk about auto cannibalism. So, Eggs, have you ever bitten your fingernail or bitten the inside of your mouth?
Nope.
Autophilia.
Bitten your
Nope.
tongue? I don't
Let's
believe
talk
you.
about autophilia. That's the right word.
I don't. Auto what?
And I have.
Well, if you
I'm
bit
pretty
your
sure that's the
fingernail,
act
bitten
of
your
sucking
tongue,
your
bitten the
own
inside
dick.
of your cheek, you are a auto cannibal.
What?
The ingestion of your own flesh. Everybody isn't on it. Eggs, come back.
Yeah.
Eggs, I swear to God.
Well, eggs made out of eggs.
Hey, auto-cannibalism.
And then I turn into ghost egg.
And technically your cells, on a cellular level, your cells that are dying are being consumed by other cells. See, cannibalism can be scientific.
What?
Any questions about anything I've told you about?
No, I don't want to know. I don't want to know anything.
You
more
don't have
about this.
any questions at all. Cherry, do you have
No.
any questions
No,
about cannibalism?
I think. No, we both got the memo. We both got the memo.
Alright, well that's it for this episode of Tub Talks. My name is Steve. This is Eggs. Eggs Wave.
Humpty Dumpty.
That one's Eggs. Cherry. Cherry.
One's eggs.
What the fuck is with you both waving at the wrong time? The one on my left is Eggs, the one on my right is Cherry. This was my Tub Talks on
Actually,
cannibalism. Thank you and good night.
Tofu's gay.